Are you going wine tasting in Paso Robles, California, and you can't decide where to go? Well, I don't blame you. With over 200 wineries, Paso Robles is California's biggest wine AVA. With 11 subregions and over 600,000 acres, it can be hard to decide where to go. Well, let me cut out the research for you and tell you 4 great recommendations for different wine experiences you can have in Paso Robles. I highly recommend booking all reservations in advance, and I've linked the websites for the places we visited in the description below. Now, before we dive into the recommendations, I think I should mention that the weekend I visited Paso Robles, my birthday weekend, was in the beginning of May, and that is a super pleasant time to visit Paso Robles. Also, with the pandemic, all of our tastings were completely outside. If you're planning to go in the warmer summer months, you may have a very different experience. Paso Robles can get super hot. We're talking triple digits, 105, it gets warm. That can do some really interesting things to the wine, but it's not always great for the wine drinker. So keep that in mind when you're planning your trip. Okay, let's get into the wines. Winery number 1. Villa Creek Winery is a tasty and petite, biodynamic, and organic winery in West Paso Robles. They offer 2 different tasting options, the Villa Creek Flight for $30 a tasting, and the Villa Creek Maha Estate Flight for $50 a flight. We all did the Villa Creek Flight and enjoyed it immensely. Brett, what did you think of the wine here at Villa Creek?
It's wonderful.
Did you have a favorite?
Grenache.
Mom?
I think I like the Chiano the best.
Okay.
And the glasses.
And the glasses.
The high road.
The high road.
He's got expensive
Oh.
taste.
The owner was at the winery walking around, talking to visitors, which is always a welcome experience. He was super friendly and approachable and obviously very passionate about making great wine. The grounds were beautiful and the intimate space was very inviting. The wines are in the $40 to $85 range, with the average being probably about $65. I didn't purchase any wine here, although I really loved it, but I did get one of their beautiful stemless glasses. How cool are these? Next up, we have Thatcher Winery. This is located just a 10-minute drive away from Villa Creek. The site of the winery was formerly Kentucky Ranch, which is why there is this KR symbol all over the place. I love this because both my mom and I share those initials. Thatcher is a very casual and comfortable space with big picnic tables, friendly staff, and delicious and unique wines, including some uncommon varieties like Valdegui, Cinsault, and Negrette. The tasting fee was just $20, which included 5 wines and a cider that they make from apples grown on their estate. The tasting is waived with the purchase of 2 bottles, and their wines range in price from $28 to about $52, with the average being in the mid-40s. I really enjoyed their wines and wanted to try some of these unique varieties that I haven't really had much before, so I ended up buying 2 bottles, the Nouveau and the Negrette. I already drank the Nouveau. It was really delicious, very, very refreshing, and I'm gonna hold on to the Negrette and let it age for a little bit. After tasting wine, we wandered around the farm a bit and were excited to find some goats and chickens. Of my 3 recommendations, the next one, Jada, is the only one I've visited prior to this trip. Fun fact, Jada's Hell's Kitchen wine is actually what got me interested and passionate about wine. This was a GSM blend that I tried a little over 10 years ago and really just fell in love with. Jada makes both Rhone and Bordeaux style wines and a number of delicious blends. Their flights are $25, but they also have a cheese pairing option for an additional $10. This is a must if you eat cheese and are visiting Jada. The cheese shop they get their cheeses from is incredible, and it's a really fascinating addition to the wine tasting experience. Their mouthwatering wines range in price from $36 to $81, with the average price being in the high 60s. Terrence at Jada was an excellent server. We had a great experience. We got to try 7 different wines, which was quite a few, and the cheese pairing was super fun. So we are heading to our last tasting here in Paso. Okay, so the 4th and final recommendation I have for you today is Le Cuvier. Now this is about a 25-minute drive away from Jada, and it's on the top of a hill, and it has the most incredible Paso Robles views I've ever seen before. We just got to Le Cuvier and the views are epic. They only ferment using wild yeast fermentation, and they age everything in barrels for at least 33 months. In addition to killer views and funky but super tasty wines, they also are all about the food pairing, which of course I love. So they have both the original tasting, which comes with 5 small bites, or you can do the lunch option. So the original tasting is $40 and the lunch option is $60. Our group all did just the original tasting, and here's what we got to eat. honestly, the whole wine and food experience there was just so fun and pretty unique. We really loved it. All of their wines are a little bit more pricey. I think every single one of them retails at $75. However, if you join their wine club, you get a pretty good discount of $21 off of every bottle, so they end up being just $54, which for the quality of wines and the care and effort that they put into it is pretty great. My dad ended up joining the wine club, which was awesome because we pretty much all got our tastings for just $10 that day, and we got a bunch of great wine for a lot cheaper than it would usually be. So I'm super excited to go back. If you're interested in seeing round 2 at Le Cuvier, you should hit that subscribe button. A final fun and unique thing about this winery is that whoever is writing all of the content on their website and as their wine descriptions is really creative. All of the content is quirky. Obviously, somebody has a big flair for writing. This is a fun and additional element to help make the overall experience great. We just left Le Cuvier. Everything was good, and my dad ended up joining, so we got a big discount on all of our food pairings, and we'll probably be visiting again fairly soon. Definitely worth a visit if you're in the area. So there you have it, 4 great wineries to check out the next time you're visiting Paso Robles, California. Now, if you liked this video, I would love to know. Please hit that like button if that's in the right spot. Leave me a comment. Have you visited any of these before? Do you have any feedback or questions for me? I will respond to every single one of them. And if you're into good food, delicious libations, traveling, and a little bit of creativity, you should head on over to my channel and hit that subscribe button and follow along as I do more of these things weekly. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So this weekend is my birthday, and we have planned a super fun extravaganza of great food and wine. Fun fact, Jada wine is actually what got me into drinking wine. Fun fact, Jada's Hell's Kitchen. Fun fact, Jada's Hell's Kitchen wine is actually what got me interested and passionate about wine. Terrence, our server, was excellent and really, what do I want to say?
It's okay. Thank you.
She'll figure it out.
I started a video.
I highly recommend booking all reservations in advance. I highly recommend booking all reservations in advance, and I've linked the websites for the places we visited in the description below.